Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Dario here with another Options in Play video update. It is the first earnings on the radar for 2021. There really haven't been much. Uh, there haven't been many earnings over the last couple weeks. Just as things slow down for like the holidays, and then it's a year end, and then even like this week, there were some, only like a handful though. Earnings season though will pretty much get going this coming week, even though it doesn't really get busy until the following week. But this coming week with like the banks is pretty much like the shotgun start. All right, so it still starts off kind of slow Monday though, because there's really nothing of interest either before the open or after the close. Before the open on Tuesday, Albertsons. That's priced in about $1.50. It has acted a lot better than peers like Kroger or Sprouts. But I'm still not sure if I really want to trade this for earnings. To be honest, I don't have any experience with it, and it's not really much of a mover, or at least it hasn't been up until this point. So I think I'm just going to leave that one alone. After the close on Tuesday, KBH, so home builder, first home builder actually, about 2.5 points is what's priced in on this. So this group has lost a lot of momentum, and I've been staying away from them recently. I guess I'm more curious just to see what they say, and then also see how the stock reacts, because I feel like if it can get up through like the mid 30s and start to get some momentum again, I mean, there's a lot of potential with this one from like a longer term perspective, but I just don't know if I want to take the earnings risk, so I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with it. But I am curious to see how it plays out, and I will be keeping an eye on it. Wednesday before the open, nothing of interest, or for that matter, there's nothing really of interest after the close on Wednesday either. Before the open on Thursday, Afria. So about $1.15 is what they're pricing in here. It's definitely more interesting technically. Definitely has a lot of momentum going into this earnings report. Cannabis stocks have been a little bit better. But my one of my rules is I tend to avoid companies that are going through mergers into earnings. I feel like it just kind of deflates the volatility around like the prints. Um, I, I guess I would prefer to look at swing trade on this, because I think like the deal with Tilray is going to take a little while to play out. I think less interested in earnings, maybe more interested in swing trades, and if the option prices come down after earnings, could be a better opportunity. Also Thursday morning, Delta. So about 2.25. So what's priced in on here. This one, first of the airlines report, so it could be a bigger move. I'm usually more interested in the first report of each sector, just because higher uncertainty typically means higher volatility. This is an okay setup. I mean, I don't love it. I mean, even like the airlines on like normal quarters, like I'm not usually super interested in. And I don't know if this is going to move a ton more than the 2.25 it's pricing in, but there is supposed to be more COVID vaccine data soon, like from J&J and Novavax. So I feel like maybe you get earnings and then COVID data. Maybe it has like a bigger move, like kind of like a combination of those two things. I guess I'm a little more on the fence with it, and because it's Thursday, I have some time to wait. So I'll see how like the first few days of the week go, and maybe I'll do something with Delta. Taiwan Semi, so big chip report. It's priced in 6 points, and this is one of, if not the best semis right now. Stock has just been absolutely on fire. Looks fantastic. It hit a new 52-week high today. To me, it's just too extended. It's had a monster run, and I feel like expectations are awfully high at the moment. If it does pause, or even if it pulls back earlier in the week, maybe I'll try some. But if it just keeps running day after day into earnings, I'm probably gonna leave it alone. Thursday after the bell, there's really nothing of interest, and then Friday before the open is basically like the kickoff to earnings season because that's when you have the bank. So you have Citi, which is pricing in 3. You have JP, which is pricing in about 4.50 or so, and then Wells Fargo, which is pricing in $1.65. So just toggling through the charts, you can obviously see that all three of those have had a real big week, and we just had an awesome trade on City. So of those three, we were in City. Just a great move after like the Georgia runoff was played out, and I thought the setup at the time was great, and that played out perfectly. Now I feel like it's a less compelling setup because it's kind of extended. Had a big move just in like the last few days, and like typically I avoid stocks that have had huge moves right into earnings. Um, so right now, the banks like Citi, JP, Wells, they all kind of like fit that category. But they do report Friday of next week, so I mean that's 4 sessions for them to maybe like chop around, consolidate a bit. So I feel like things could change. So like as of right now, if they keep running and moving, I probably won't do anything. But if they kind of chop around and consolidate, then that might be better setups. Um, also, Bank of America, Goldman, they don't report next week, and you know banks for the most part seem to be pretty closely correlated with one another. So Bank of America even more so, and I feel like if Citi or JP or Wells have big moves, odds are Bank of America is going to have a big move. So because they don't report next week, I might look at sympathy trades on either Bank of America or Goldman Sachs. All right, and that's it. So short and sweet, but really things are only going to get busier from here on out. So it's like the unofficial kickoff to earnings, and then it's just going to be slammed with just big reports for like the next month, month and a half after that. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information on trading earnings with options or swing trading options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. Hope you have a wonderful night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.